I'm a dragon on Dragon's Den, so everybody would have said, well, why not green, or why not? Look, guys, the problem is that, one of my favorite colors is red because of Ferrari, but that doesn't match very well with business. Green is just too obvious, right? I mean, color of money type of thing. And then in Canada, I always like to say our money's got different color than green. It's got all kinds of colors and everything. The yellow has always been a source of, of awakening. It's a bright color. It's a color that inspires. It's a new day type of thing for me, the yellow. My father always likes to say that I took the color yellow because in an argument with him over the name, he said to me, he goes, but you made the word Guzzo bigger than cinnamon. And I says, right. What does Guzzo mean? Who knows what it means? I said, listen to me. If McDonald's could make 2 yellow arches famous, I can make that name famous. And he goes, well, you're crazy. And so when I then changed the color, he goes, I see what you're doing now. Now you're trying to copy McDonald's. So now can I do a McDonald's? I want the yellow. Yellow's going to stand out, right? When we decided to start our first, which was a golf tournament. We used to do a golf tournament and everything. We used to give money to St. Justin's Hospital. It was to help the kids. For us, it was, we're the present or almost the past. It's the future is the kids, right? One of the reasons why I had 5 kids was because as a child, the thing I wanted the most was to have a brother. And I would always say, if I had a brother, we would have conquered the world, right? And so when I had my first 2 children, my first 2 boys, one Christmas I got a little upset at them and I gave them what I would call a disciplinary slap, both of them, and I said, oh, it's over, this arguing. I'm actually disgusted by the amount of arguing you guys are doing. I can't believe it. If I had a brother, and the whole, right? And then many, many years later, my older boy said to me, remember? And, yeah. I thought he was trying to tell me, it hurt my feelings, leave me alone. And he says to me, I want you to realize that you have an ideal of what it is to have a brother, right? It's a dream. It's like that perfect situation, right? It's not that perfect. It's a pain in the butt having a brother. You can't be everything to everybody. You can't be a great husband, great father, great brother, great son, great uncle, a great friend. You gotta fail at something. What are you willing to fail at to succeed? And everybody says, what do you mean? Guys, look at it. Most successful people have a disastrous personal life. Divorced 3 times, alienated kids. It's a mess. Their personal life is a total disaster. Why? Because they're so compulsive, obsessive compulsive about their business, that at the end of the day, I always like to say, their wives are really their mistress, and the business is their wives. And their employees are their kids, and those other people, they don't even know who they are. Like, who are you again? Sorry, I don't understand. I always tell my kids, no matter what you do, you gotta have fun. If it's a job, then it's a problem, right? My kids always tell me, you don't sleep enough. And I says, you're right. Because I enjoy so much what I do that I only fall asleep when I'm exhausted, right? And then I wake up and right away I'm back at it again.